Hello, everyone. Hello, it is me. It is Tewty Tron. We're back with another Tewty Toon. Today we're talking about Saint Walker, the only sperm to never have fertilized an egg. The poor boy. Anywho, he's full of hope for a new day, just in case that comes around. He is the newest Lantern leader in the game. Finally, hopefully replacing Hal Jordan. Um, Very good character so far. I don't like his lore. I think he is one of the shittiest written characters in DC of all time, probably, because the way he's written, he sounds more like a villain to me than anything else. He's a radical, religious zealot, and I'm just not into that, but that's just me. If you're into that, cool, good for you. He is a good character in this game. He is currently farmable for free, so if you're a new player, definitely farm this guy. This will be your only chance to farm him for free, ever probably, until he maybe gets a rework one day. But I doubt he'll ever get one, just because he's already super good. He's a team leader that increases your stats without giving you buffs. He's basically adding 2 to 2.5 rebirths, depending on whether or not you're a Green Lantern. Your characters are a Green Lantern for free just by being in the leadership position, which is really nice. And he also calls like 1,000 assists. The only negatives to him is he's kind of squishy and he's slow. He's not super slow, but he's not very fast at all. So watch that in your play with him. He does need to be a little protected, but otherwise he's doing pretty alright. So let's look at his stats real quick. So insanely low strength. That's okay. He deals special damage. Agility, about average, if not a little lower than average. Stamina, a little lower than average. So he's going to be a little squishier. I just said that, so that's fine. His intelligence is pretty high. It's the extra stat is basically the same as the baseline stat, so it's over 2,400, over 2,500 actually. So you're doing pretty good on intelligence. Which his HP is lower than normal. The average is about 28,000 HP, so he's doing a little less than that. His speed is 107. So, like I said, he's not fast, but he's not slow either. So he's like within that threshold where like all of those S tier meta characters have already taken their turns, and then whatchamacallit, then he finally gets to go. But it is nice because actually, we'll talk about that later. So his crit chance, 35%. That's better than most. Most people get 25% unless they're like an assassin character. But the crit value is average. It is normal 150 plus 78% is average. He just has a higher chance to get that off than most others. So I want to try something new. I just actually did a video with Bizarro the other day. We went through, it's kind of like podcast style though, we didn't have any video footage. We went through his abilities and we talked about his legendary order and all that. So I'm probably not going to go too heavy into his abilities this time, but I will say whether or not each ability is really worth ringing out. So let's look into his abilities. The blue ring, his first ability, light special damage to an enemy. If the target is shielded, we're going to steal a percentage of that shield, and we're going to divvy it up to among our allies. This is kind of vaguely written, but it doesn't act like the way that Kid Flash's basic attack works, where Kid Flash steals 25% turn meter and then gives all of that 25% to one individual ally. This takes up to 50% shield from your enemy and then equally divvies it up between your allies. So, whatchamacallit, you're not giving one person 50% HP or 50% shield. You're giving all of them a portion of it. And then the other part is also kind of vaguely written because it says, otherwise, call assist. It does not say call assist on target. So you're hitting someone And if that person doesn't have shield, then one of your allies will randomly attack any of your enemies, unless your enemies have a taunt on them and forcing them to attack that one. But if you're calling an assist, it's not necessarily on the person that you are targeting. So that's really nice, because then, like, that call assist, if that call assist hits someone like Bane or Barda, or people who get triggered by being hit, that call assist is actually not going to trigger them, because it's technically a passive. They're technically not actively hitting you. It's just based on a different ability. So you're not going to trigger Bane's Mens. You're not going to trigger Barda to taunt. You're not going to trigger Harley Quinn to retaliate if you miss. So there's a lot of stuff going on here that I really enjoy. The legendary point isn't really a whole lot. It just makes his damage more so if he's the only one alive, but that doesn't really matter, because that ability doesn't deal a lot of damage. This first ability does not deal a lot of damage unless you're attacking a green character. If you're attacking a green character, it does all right for damage, but the only reason I would upgrade this is for the shield steal, and I didn't even upgrade it that much. I wanted 30%. If you wanted 50%, cool. I get it. It's a lot of shielding out there sometimes. The only person, though, that I ever find fully shielded all the time is Hal Jordan, and I don't really care to upgrade my ability based on one character that might not even be meta in a few months. So we'll see. I'm not sure. Second ability, All Will Be Well. This is an ability that I actually do not suggest ringing out, because I have seen examples of endgame players who have Saint Walker already fully ringed out, and this ability, the light heal attached to this ability, is almost garbage. It doesn't heal you significantly at all. It doesn't, like, if Blue Beetle were to attack someone who was just healed by you with this ability, it wouldn't save their life. Like, if they were on the edge of death and Blue Beetle damage was the thing that was going to kill them, this heal would not save you, is what I'm saying. It's that weak. It's not a good heal. And the only thing that the leveling it up alters is the amount of heal. And even at full ringed out ability, it's still garbage. So use it for the call assist. The call assist is amazing. Great ability for the call assist. The light overheal, not worth your time. Don't ring it out. Save your blue rings. Save your white rings. It's not worth it. Hope burns bright. On the other hand, this ability is worth all your rings. All of them. Because of the fact that you're purging 5 buffs from the enemy team, you're applying 20% shield to your allies, and you're not increasing buffs, you're not hitting anyone, so there's no chance of retaliation, you're not hitting anyone, so that means no chance of, whatchamacallit? Yeah, retaliation, I just said that, whatever. Whatever. You know what I mean. It's a very good ability. There's no chance of missing. That's what I meant to say. You're not hitting anyone, so there's no chance of it missing. You're going to purge all those buffs. So it's a great ability. Ring it all the way out. All the way. The legendary point is nice if you're running enraged comps or if you're fighting Atrocitus, but otherwise you don't really need it. The passive ability. Saint Walker is immune to enrage. Cool. At the beginning of his turn, if Saint Walker is below 50% health, he gets a small heal. Cool. He's got some survivability to him. I like that. And then this legendary point is pretty nice, actually. It's kind of a luxury point. If Saint Walker gains if he gets this heal, he'll also gain a debuff immunity until his next turn. So that's really nice to see as well. You can fully ring this out if you want. I'm satisfied with 70% chance. That's a pretty damn good chance you're going to get that light heal. It's not going to be every turn. I don't really care. It's not a big heal. It's not a super big heal. If I take this, it's going to be because of that debuff immunity, not because of the heal. Because in the leadership slot, this Beacon of Hope, you do get 10% shield at the beginning of your turn. So you're kind of self-healing anyway at the beginning of your turn. You don't really need that heal. It's not necessary. Maybe it is. I don't know. But it's not a significant heal. This ability, though, is the only other ability that I think that you really need to have fully ringed out all the way, because 20% of strength, intelligence, agility, and stamina is insane. That's 2 rebirths without needing the fragments, without needing the legendary essence, without needing the crystals. You're getting free rebirths without rebirthing, just by having him as your leader. So this is really awesome, and you're not going to get 20% unless you ring the whole thing out. So do that. Absolutely do that. Every other ability on him, the 1, 2, and 4, they're not necessary to bring all the way out. Those are more luxury abilities. You only need his 3 and 5 fully ringed out in order to be viable. So let's talk about legendary order real quick. So I went with 5 first because 5 is this extra shield is super nice for, like, 1, survivability, but 2, it enables shield comps. It enables all of your lanterns because they gain an extra 5% shield. They're going to be even more protected. Most lantern abilities are amplified when they're shielded, so it just makes sense as a lantern leader to take this ability. It's a good ability to have. And then this one is the only other must have, the 50% chance to call a second assist, and then an extra 50% chance if that ally is shielded, which if you're the leader and you take Hope Burns Bright, they're going to be shielded probably. There's a very, very good chance they're going to be shielded. And if not, find someone on your team who is shielded and use them instead, because then you're going to guarantee 2 assists. And if you use people like Connor Kent or Eclipso who have double attacks on their basic, you're going to get 4 attacks out of them. 4! Like, there's ways to use this in an amazing, strategic way, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. And then, let's talk about his synergies, I guess. Let's get some synergies. Alright, so this is the first team that I like a lot. So actually, the original team leader for this team I had was Black Canary, but because... and Black Canary is still a very good, viable leadership for this team, but I really like Saint Walker instead because he amplifies their damage a lot. Eclipso is more survivable, and he can do those call assists quite often on his basic, on his second ability. It's really easy to get those multiple attacks off. Batman Beyond is another person who can double attack, so you might get 4 basic attacks off on Batman Beyond, which would then, like, pretty much smother the enemy team in hit chance downs, which is amazing for this team. He is a little slower, obviously, so it's going to be a rough go if you're up against Hal Jordan. You basically just have to deal damage until St. Walker gets the turn to rid your enemy of their debuff immunity. But until then, you're just going to survive until then. So, great team. Love this team. Super fun team. This team I just kind of put together. I wanted to see how much damage is amplified by him, basically. And I'm using Eclipso instead of Donna Troy today because I want to switch it up. You know, I want to use somebody else. Give me someone other than Donna Troy for this team. Although Donna Troy would still be very good for this team. And then this team, I'm kind of using this team to amplify Green Lantern John Stewart. And Green Lantern John Stewart is the forgotten, one of the forgotten lanterns. Medfill's also one of the forgotten lanterns, but one second. The only problem with Green Lantern John Stewart is that, one, he doesn't deal a lot of damage unless he crits or is below 50% health. And that's where Owlman comes in. Owlman's going to provide that crit chance up for him, and it's going to provide him the hit chance ups so that he can actually hit people on evasion teams, which will be really nice. Donna Troy's there to make those extra buffs provided by Owlman into turn meter and awareness, and then Saint Walker's there to call those assists to increase Green Lantern John Stewart's statistics by 25% instead of just 20% because he's a Green Lantern, and overall increase everybody's survivability. So I'm hoping this team works out pretty well. We'll see. We'll look into it. This team is kind of my, like, holy shit, tanky team. The only problem with this team is that Saint Walker is vulnerable right away. So if you're up against someone like Red Hood or Deadshot Hired Gun or anyone that can really snipe down a blue easily, Saint Walker is going to be sacrificed early, and we might see that, but who knows. But they're huge characters. They're very, very tanky. Doomsday is going to ramp. Solomon Grundy is going to ramp. Big Bard is going to keep everybody taunted and alive, I hope. We'll see. So this one's more of an experiment. But this is my shield team. So Saint Walker provides everybody shields through his leadership ability on the beginning of their turn, which is really nice. Because that means that Orm, at the end, he has a passive. At the end of all of his ally turns, if they're shielded, he has a 50% chance to add a turn attack. So this basically guarantees that to happen at the end of every ally turn, because at the start of their turn they're shielded. So if the start of the turn they're shielded, they should be shielded at the end of their turn, unless some like out of turn attacker exists. I don't know. And that'll also help Penguin stay taunting. Ultraman is there because I needed a green one, and I also needed. I liked Ultraman for this because 2 out of the 3 allies on this team are villains, so I wanted to bring out Ultraman to bring some extra oomph. I could have brought a Lantern here too, but I just really like Ultraman. And then finally, this is kind of a siege team, but I don't need either of these two. I actually mentioned him. Oh shit, I didn't mean to get Saint Walker out of there. Move my face, get out of there. Saint Walker, let's do physical, alien, we got a male hero. Connor Kent, I already mentioned him, he's very, very good. Fuck, I didn't mean to do that. I don't need that either, but whatever. So those two are very good together. I need an energy. I want to say Black Lightning too, because you're increasing their intelligence too, right? So the heals off Black Lightning are going to be that much bigger. His defense is going to be better as well, because Black Lightning is kind of squishy, just a little bit. And I'm hoping that his self-defense mechanism, where he stuns you if you hit him, kicks in some more. And then I need a Mystic. I'm probably going to use Donna Troy here. I know I'm trying to branch out and all, but she's just too good. You know what, actually, I'm not going to use her. I'm going to use Eclipso anyway. Fuck him. I really need to L5 Eclipso, actually, because he really works well with that hit chance down team. So this team seems interesting as well. There's not really a whole lot of synergy going on, but Black Lightning and Connor Kent both bring a lot of damage. If I call assist Connor Kent, then he is going to quadruple attack if he has the amount of strength ups needed. Black Lightning is there to keep Eclipso alive, to keep everybody alive, basically, but also because Black Lightning does dish out a lot of damage. He deals special damage, and he reduces intelligence with his basics. So that's going to be a really good combo, because 3 out of the 4 here are special damage characters. So we'll see how well this team does. I'm not sure I'll get to all these teams. There's 6 teams here, so we'll see. I'll try and mix it up. But we'll see. That's all I can say is we'll see. Let's see. Superman. I'm going to move my face over here now because I keep touching it. Keep touching my face. It's a beautiful face. Okay, so we're gonna start off with hit chance down. And also notice that my Saint Walker is only L2. which he only needs to be L2 to be viable. And even then, he only really needs to be L1 to be viable. And that's just for the stats. Like, he's probably viable at rank 5 at the before legendary, because his leadership is just that good. He's just going to be super effing squishy until then. Alright, so we got 2 taunters already. We're going to throw some hit chance downs on him. I'm going to move my face in this corner so we can see Eclipso's health. We've already got double retaliation, murdered somebody. Keeping Superman debuffed. Sad that we lost our evasions on Eclipso, but that's alright. And then I'm going to clear them of buffs real quick, get my team even more so shielded. Dodged. Done. I love it. This team is so good. I think Saint Walker actually did receive some damage earlier, but I don't know how or why. He's literally the only person that has been dealt damage. I don't know why Superman just got a damage immunity. He should not have. He was stunned. So I'm going to attack her. See, I don't know if you saw that. So she wasn't shielded. DOJ was not shielded. And I called assist with my basic because she wasn't shielded. Scarecrow actually went and attacked Superman instead. So it's not a guaranteed on-target call assist. God, my nose is so itchy. I need to, like, shave my mustache off or something. I don't know. It's pissing me off. Gonna get my taunt off. I'm actually just gonna, like, put this on auto, because now it's gonna be a guaranteed win. Superman can't come back from this. Alright. Another little bit of news, actually. I just got a new tattoo today. It's an elephant holding an hourglass. It's like an interesting way of me. It's kind of about immortality, but it's also, whatchamacallit, just cool, in my opinion. I don't really need my tattoos to mean anything, but I liked it. The hourglass is held sideways, so it's like the elephant is freezing time. Let's do this Zod. So Zod can't miss, right? So I don't want to bring hit chance downs against Zod, right? So let's move up the team list. Okay, we're gonna try this one. We're gonna see how it goes. Crit immune Man-Bat could be a problem. But I want to do this because I want to see, first of all, whether or not Two-Face's AoE is strong, like even stronger, with whatchamacallit, you know what I'm talking about. I can't even say it right now. I don't know why I brought Eclipso, because it's up against Zod. But I do like the fact that that Spectre, I do like the fact that Spectre was smart enough to not open with his AoE, because he's like, oh, Eclipso's taunting, I need to rid him of that taunt. So I'm going to AoE with my Two-Face AoE, my Justice for All. Because I am Harvey right now, I'm not Two-Face, it's not going to deal as much damage, but I still want to do it because it's going to clear that stun off Eclipso. And that'll allow me to have another turn with him. So it wasn't a whole lot of damage yet. And I say yet loosely, so I'm going to call assist on him again. I could have easily called assist with Supergirl, and that would have been cool because she obviously can AoE the entire team if I call assist her, but I'm going to stick without for now. Yikes. A lot of disease, but hey, as long as I stay Harvey, if I get some crits off on this this guy, Stripe, then I can clear off some of these awarenesses. I shouldn't have taunted but we did. Okay. Now it's just a waiting game, basically. I hope Eclipso doesn't get another turn, because he's going to kill my entire team. Shit. Yep, there goes my team. Oh, God. There goes my team. That Batman, he's tough. I'm actually going to bring my shield team against that next, because Orm can clear debuffs, Ultraman can transfer debuffs, so we're going to try that one next. Where's that? It was Zod here. That's the one. We're going to try my shield team. Here we go. It's really just that Man-Bat, and Ultraman is special damage green, so he should be able to take him out pretty easily. But we're going to start off with everybody shielded, because that'll get Penguin started. We can turn meter down the whole team. Beautiful. We already got our out of turn attacks going. We're going to start debuffing them. Beautiful. And then we're going to call assist Ultraman. There we go. That's what I like to see. Alright, I see you. Okay, so now that we have some debuffs going on, next, at the end of this turn, Ultraman might get an out of turn attack. Oh, he does not. That's unfortunate. I was hoping he would, so that those diseases would get transferred, but it's alright. We killed Man-Bat. It was pretty simple to kill him this time. Let's see if I can do it this time. Yeah, we threw more crit downs on him, but that's fine too. He's still getting slaughtered, basically. Yeah, so that was much easier this time. I used the right team. Right team to do it. And you're not going to notice a whole lot of difference, because the buff increase is all passive. It's all in their stats. It's not, you can't see like, here's a buff that says you get 10% more of everything. It's like, you just get it and you don't throw a fit, you know? You get what you get and you don't throw a fit. So unless you are like, understand what the numbers look like generally as far as damage goes and what you should be expecting, then you're probably not going to see a whole lot of changes here, really. Alright. Well, I'm going to debuff her because she's the only one I can debuff. I'm definitely going to keep debuffing her. So now I've got 4 strength ups. So if I call assist Connor, boom, 1, 2, 3. It would have been 4 if Huntress didn't die that first set, but that activated his second start of attack. So I got 3 attacks out of that. I'm going to take the stun off Eclipso and start pounding on Hal Jordan. I'm also going to pound this Siren down. Beautiful. Oh my god, I love it. Alright, so now, alright, I'm going to steal Zatanna's shield. I want you to watch everybody's shield, not just one person, because it's going to divvy it up to all of them. See, kind of every little bit, just a little tiny bit increase on everyone else because of all of that. Awesome. I still have 3 strength ups, so I'm going to kill her. Beautiful. Freaking beautiful. Try and get rid of some of that shield so that way we can stop calling us, or stop shield stealing and more call assisting. Alright, I'm gonna call assist on Eclipso because he's special damage. And he can do more damage. Booyah. 4 attacks out of Eclipso. Double attacks. Quadruple attacks. Based on that shielded ally call assist. So that's why that's useful. That's why that ability is super useful. So now I'm going to try and use that ramp up team with the Doomsday and Grundy, Barda. Not that team though. I can't do it with Wonder Girl on the team. I cannot do it with the Wonder Girl on the enemy team. Interesting. I don't want to do it on this one either because that team, unless I take Barda out, I'd have to replace Barda with Donna Troy because Batwoman is on the enemy team. Batwoman's going to get the first turn and she's going to snipe one of my blues, if not 2 blues. Shit, now I've got 3 blues. Is there a red ramper that I could use? I don't have any reds anymore. I'd have to remove Grundy probably, which is sad because I wanted to use Grundy. Oh, that's another person I want to use is Ravager. I want to make a silence team. Give me somebody. I mean, Lex, it could be fun. I'll put Lex on the team just because Lex is just straight freaking damage all the time. If I call assist Lex, it's going to be going to Pound Town. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Pound Town. I'm glad Power Girl was the background while I was talking about Pound Town. Anyway, let's stop being gross. See, she got the first turn. Wonder Woman got the next turn. I was surprised by that. I guess I shouldn't be because my team's kind of slow. I'm going to use Saint's first turn, though, to clear off some of their buffs. And then next turn, I will use Doomsday to double call assist. If my Saint Walker is still alive, I hope to God he will be. Well, he's stunned now. Wonderful. There's a fuck ton of stuns on their team. Can you go away, please? Stuns. Alright, Don Troy, I need you to get your taunt back up so I can stop getting stunned. That'd be fantastic. Lex, next turn you are killing Zatanna. I'm sick of her purging off all my Doomsday buffs. Alright. We're going to call assist. It'd be smarter to call assist Lex right now. It would be, because then I would one-shot the DOJ right there. But I want to just... Anytime I play with Doomsday, I just want to see how far I can get him up. So we're going to get two sets of 6 buffs, so 12 buffs off that double call assist. Thank God. Stun that bitch. Alright, I'm going to kill Zatanna. Oh no, we have crit damage downs. I forgot about that. Shit. Well, whatever. Doomsday is just going to keep getting bigger and bigger, so I don't care. I don't care. You're going to nuke everybody. Nuke. Zatanna's almost dead this time. I'm going to one-shot this Batwoman while she's still available to one-shot. And then the rest of this is going to be cake. So I'm going to put it on auto. I like Doomsday a lot. I wish Doomsday were more viable, but people like Wonder Girl really prevent that. I like how the AI used Saint Walker's double call assist on himself. It could be strategic, like, imagine you're up against a Hal or an Alan Scott or someone who's fully shielded most of the time. If you double call assist yourself, you're going to steal 100% turn meter if you take that basic all the way. You know what I'm talking about? So I think that's pretty smart. I'm glad that they showed us that. I wouldn't do it unless they were fully shielded, but it's a way to prevent them from being fully shielded. You can 100%. Yeah, I guess actually the basic attack is worth fully ringing out. At least until you get to 50% shield steal. Alright, so that one's a full green team. It's not really worth talking about or showing off because all I have to do is put in more blues. It's probably an easy win for me though. I don't have the point where I stun enraged people, so this one's actually a detriment to my health, especially since Wonder Girl is still on the team. Let's just refresh, fuck it, I don't care. Alright, over 9,000. It's a very heavy blue team. I want to use the Green Lantern John Stewart team right now, which is why I am being picky. Trying to have a variety of choices. But that team, man, that's like a siege team right there. I don't think I can do that one. There's going to be too much awareness floating around. Unless I brought a bleed team, but... What about this one? That one could be fun. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. I'm slightly worried about Lex putting buff immunity on my Green Lantern John Stewart. Because he's going to need all those buffs. He's a very buff-reliant character. But, I guess we'll find out. We'll see how this works. We'll see how it goes. Let's get some buffs floating about. Green Lantern John Stewart now has shield and a shit ton of crit chance ups. So I'm going to use his AoE, hopefully kill this Bane and potentially Flash and Lex too. Oh, fuck. God damn it. I'm trying to be cool and be different, and you just disappoint me. Every time. Why? Alright, anyway. Moving on. Let's kill this Black Adam. Or get close to it at least. There's too much intelligences. Meh. I want to kill Lex, so he cannot come back. Alright, Flash. You're cool. So cool. I'm just gonna... That was really disappointing. I was really hoping John Stewart would actually do something. I'm like farming him to Rebirth 5, and I don't know if it's worth it anymore. Don't know if it's worth my time. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, this is an interesting team. What haven't I used yet? Did that. Did that. I did that. Did I do this? Yeah, that's our shield team. Oh, silence. I haven't done my silence team yet. Let's do that. So we're going to remove Penguin. And we're going to add... Actually, I'm not going to remove Penguin. I'm just going to remove Ultraman. I know I'm just going to be kind of red heavy, but fuck it. And they're villains. It's going to be... Nope, not Scarecrow. Ravager and Penguin. So we're going to be shielded. We're going to be silenced. I probably could have put Clayface in instead of Penguin, but Penguin just works really, really well with Orm, Ocean Master. They're like two peas in a pod. It's great. And Orm and Ravager work really well together because Orm just supplies so many silences for Ravager to be used with. So I'm going to turn meter down the enemy. give Ravager a shot to... Actually, I'm going to call assist Ravager right now. Because she's got strength ups, she's shielded, so Ravager's basic hits twice, or if not 3 times sometimes. So I might just be like massively firing off shots right now. Bing bang, boom. 3 booms. That was 4 booms. Okay, so yeah, a lot of silences though. Lex is a tanky mofo, and this one's a rebirth Lex, so I'm not terribly worried about that. But let's get AoE off. There's now a fuck ton of silences on the enemy team. Lex is below 50% health, which is nice. That means he can't hit that hard, because that's his gate. And as long as we keep silence on the enemy team, Ravager might continue to out-of-turn attack. I'm going to remove all their buffs. I should really just take this Donna Troy out now while I can. I don't know if she's not going to die right now, probably, but... Nah, we didn't kill her, but that's alright. That's alright. That's alright, love. 4 silences everywhere. I'm going to try and take out Donna Troy, though, because she is the reason why they're going to stay super tanky. If I keep this Lex silenced as well, then he can't do his, like, stamina up, damage immunity up spell, which would then give him more health because he's with the other Lex. So the silence is actually working out here. Like, granted, they're not dying, but they're not healing. They're not buffing themselves. I just have to keep them all silenced. I'm going to keep calling assisting Ravager. She just... Holy shit! Holy shit! Did you see how many times she shot? Holy shit! Let's keep everyone silenced. Let's keep everybody silenced. Boom. I love her. I love everything about her. Love everything about my team. Okay, Lex is dead. We're getting more shields, more speed ups, more silences, more kills. Beautiful. I'm going to put it on auto. Putting it on auto. That was a beautiful fight. I really, really like this team now. It's survivable. It's badass. The silences prevent Lex from being able to buff. It's just, overall, it's fantastic. Overall, that was a fantastic team. So, that is Saint Waka. That is his amazingness in action. It's mainly about call assists. It's mainly about increasing stats. It's mainly about that third ability where we're purging buffs and giving shield at the same time. So he's not cool in the comics at all. He's stupid in the comics. But in game, he's amazing. He's a great leader. We're finally starting to have more than one good leader at a time. We have Saint Walker, we have Lex, we have Red Hood, we have Hal Jordan, we have Higher Good Deadshot, I hate to say it. We have so many good leaders right now. You do not have to pick one, and you do not have to pick one team. You can pick so many different leaders. You can pick so many different teams. Variety is finally becoming a thing. Thank God. Honestly, I hope they give us 2 or 3 more good leaders just for the shits and giggles. I hope they give us more Turn Zero Taunters, more utility energy characters. I'm happy. I'm really happy with the state of the game right now, and it's partially due to this gentleman here who I'm happy to have in the game, despite the fact that he's a shitty character in DC Comics. But yeah, so that is my opinion on Saint Walker. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you found new synergies. that you didn't think of before, and hope that you incorporate them in your own roster. So enjoy your evening, everybody. Have a good one.